Is Kesha's career over? It may be, unless she resolves her lawsuit with Dr. Luke. So we talked a little bit about the lawsuit months ago, and just to refresh your memory, the lawsuit filed by Kesha alleges that Dr. Luke, who was her music producer and manager, technically still is because of that contract, that he sexually abused her, raped her for years, verbally abused her, encouraged her to have an eating disorder, threatened to kill her dog, emotionally abused her, and that she no longer feels safe with Dr. Luke, so she wants to break that contract and be able to sign with a new label and be able to go about her career again. So now her camp has asked for a preliminary injunction with the New York court, hoping that they can get this expedited so that she can go ahead and start touring and recording new music. Now, they released this statement, her camp, quote, "She cannot work with music producers, publishers, or record labels to release new music. With no new music to perform, Kesha cannot tour. Off the radio and stage and out of the spotlight, Kesha cannot sell merchandise, receive sponsorships, or get media attention. Her brand value has fallen, and unless the court issues this injunction, Kesha will suffer irreparable harm, plummeting her career past the point of no return." So in the past, you know, we heard from Dr. Luke, and he actually countersued Kesha, saying that this is a defamation of his character, that these aren't valid allegations, and that he thinks that this is just a way for her to wiggle out of her contract. And he's continuing to say that, which has launched the hashtag Free Kesha and the hashtag Freedom for Kesha, where her fans are hoping that she can get out of this contract and start touring again and making new music. What do you guys think about A, this lawsuit, and B, do you think that she will be able to bounce back considering all that has happened?
My 5 words or less were gonna be TikTok, make it stop.
Say it, okay.
That's all I'm saying. TikTok, make it stop. You know, it's one of those things where everybody gets screwed over in the music business. And I literally have no proof one way or another. I feel like the decent thing for the court system to do is just step in and say, all right, you guys made music together. The music you would make together in the future would be pretty crappy because no one really wants to be there anymore. So I think they should just say, all right, here's some kind of financial middle ground, split the difference, and just move the hell on.
Yeah, I agree. I'm all about Free Kesha. I think also this sets an incredibly terrible precedent because Kesha spoke out, and in return, we have Dr. Luke's camp pretty much saying, like, your fault. It's victim blaming. And I understand why your fans are frustrated. I think we all miss her, the jams. I'm missing some Kesha in my life.
I just miss seeing her out and about.
I know.
She can't even really go tour, do anything to promote because she can't by law.
Things are so bad, she brushes her teeth with a bottle of Gordon's.
Oh, no.
Gordon's.
Has it come to that?
Gordon's gin.
Gin.
Which is the kind where if you drop it, it bounces.
The old Kesha would never settle.
No,
yeah.
she would never settle for that. But I love the point that you brought up because, again, 80% of victims feel like that they can't speak out because of the fear that they will be victim blamed. And I'm always quick to, I guess I always take the side of the victim. But
which you shouldn't do in an allegation. But Dr. Luke seems like kind of an asshole.
Right, but I agree, but I want to elaborate on that because I do always tend to, because I know there's a very small percentage of victims that speak out just for attention or to wiggle out of a contract. And I'm not taking Dr. Luke's side at all, but I did do some research because I wanted to see if there was a history here. I wanted to see, because he's worked with everybody from Avril Lavigne to Britney Spears to Jessie J to Taylor Swift, and I wanted to see if there were any other type of allegations to somehow corroborate her story. I could not find anything of that, but that's not to say that he didn't just do it to Kesha, or perhaps because he has so much influence, other people are afraid to speak out. So I would love if, because Kesha, she also alleges that Sony was privy to this, that they saw a lot of the abuse and they swept it under the rug. So I would love if people from Sony could speak out, perhaps other artists could speak out, and they could really help put this guy away. Because if this is the case, this guy should not be making money. He should not be given this fame. And let's lock up this rapist.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. It seems possible that everyone else could have just, like, it still passes the smell test. Everyone else who was involved in this and went through similar situations could have just been like, you know what? It's just smarter to either, like, get a settlement, do this quietly, or fill out the rest of my contract and just move on.
And that's what, Sony is getting a lot of flack because people are saying that their remarks have been pretty toothless. They're just pretty much saying like, if you don't see anything, you can't say anything, right? Like they're pretty much being like, oh, don't blame us, even though we were there the whole time, but like we could have been not been. Like it's just this weird, like evading the situation, and it's terrible because Kesha's career is suffering, her reputation is suffering, and that's the worst thing that can happen to victims.
And you 100%, and as an artist, you need to capitalize on that momentum, so I completely agree with her. And I agree with you in the fact that why can't they just sit them down? Have a mediator there, have it be an arbitration, whatever it may be, sit them down and say, listen, you both together have produced all these benefits and financially, and let's make sure that we split it this way and just let go of that contract. Yeah. Let it go.
Nobody wants to be there.
Don't imprison someone. Exactly.
Yeah. Free Kesha.
So, free Kesha.
Free Kesha from the bonds of this evil doctor. Let's call him Dr. Evil.
Yes. And if you know something out there, please, you guys, corroborate her story, like enough. If this guy deserves to be buried, let's bury him.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Vice versa, right?
I honestly think, I don't know if we'll ever get to the bottom of this. I think we should everyone should find a way to move on. I understand.
And allow her to be able to perform again. That's what she loves
Kesha.
to do. I do too.
$sign or no?
Oh my God, you guys, there's a lot of layers here to this. So please, we want to hear what you have to say. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys next time on Pop Trigger.